Hello and welcome to Sunbelt Conference Weekly. I'm your host Katie Morse, bringing you the latest and greatest from around the Sunbelt Conference. Sunbelt Conference football has quite the weekend ahead, so let's take a look at this week's Football Student Athletes of the Week, brought to you by Under Armour. Taylor Lamb is your Offensive Student Athlete of the Week. Lamb completed 11 of 15 passes for 187 yards and a career-high 4 touchdowns, even in heavy rain. App State strikes again as the defensive award goes to John Law. He led App to its second shutout of the season with a team-high 7 tackles and an interception. And your Special Teams Student Athlete of the Week is Arkansas State's J.D. McKissick. The senior wide receiver set a school record 211 kickoff return yards, including a 92-yard return for a touchdown against Toledo. After 4 full weeks of Sunbelt football, the fans have had plenty of time to tailgate around the country, and I caught up with a few of them at Ladd-Peebles Stadium as they cheered on the South Alabama Jaguars. Let's take a look at this week's Tailgate Tour, brought to you by Blue Rhino. Welcome to Ladd-Peebles Stadium, home of the GoDaddy Bowl, the Reese's Senior Bowl, and the South Alabama Jaguars. On game day, these 9 acres transform from an empty lot to a bustling tailgate village. Surrounded by a sea of red and blue, one would think these tailgates have been steeped in decades of tradition. But the football program is only 6 years old.
Well, we started in 2009 when we began football. It's been great to support all the athletics. I'm an alumni at the university, and so we're just so proud of what we've accomplished in a short period of time at the University of South Alabama and here in the city of Mobile as well.
And while success on the field has sure been sweet, many at South Alabama credit the program's growth to the love and support of the fans, who have been loyal since football's inception in 2009.
Jaguar 1 has been here since 2009 and has grown each and every year. Anybody comes by our booth, and we just have a great time.
A loyalty that many believe is here to stay.
It's just so fun to give back to the community, give back to the university, and show the guys that, hey, we're here behind you. We support you. This past month, the Ragin' Cajuns unveiled their brand new 100,000 square foot Student Athlete Performance Center, and the Sunbelt Conference got the first tour. Let's take a look.
There's not many facilities in the country at any school, Power 5 or Group 5, that is like this facility. But this is going to change, hopefully, the way we recruit and attract student athletes. And then secondly, it's going to really help the way we prepare our current student athletes. This happened, a lot of hard work by a lot of people. And our community has really done a great job making this happen, along with our university and our administration. It's just been a total team effort. Now our hydrotherapy room is something that's really going to help our student athletes. We've got a 30-foot long cold plunge for our players post-practice, hot whirlpools, and then we've also got the treadmills inside the whirlpools for rehab and recovery for lower extremity injuries. And so it's something that's really going to help us take better care of our current student athletes. Our auditorium is a 150-seat auditorium that can be divided into offensive and defensive team meeting room, 2 huge screens in the room with an unbelievable sound system that our players love. We've got position meeting rooms for every position on the team, bigger or smaller based on the size, all brand new equipment, all brand new furniture. The new locker room is it's one of to me, the key parts of the recruiting process in this entire building. It might be one of the nicest locker rooms I've ever seen. Inside the locker room, there's 14 flat screen TVs. There's a player's lounge, but it's really spacious. The lockers are oversized lockers. Everything is hidden where you don't see anything that's really sitting out. Every locker has a plug-in for the kids to charge their iPhones while they're at practice. And it's just a very spacious and a very nice facility that they can enjoy coming to. By far the weight room, that's my favorite part. This weight room is, Coach Witt, Rusty Witt's done a great job of designing it. We've got 39 racks in this weight room, all brand new equipment, over $1 million of brand new equipment, but it's spacious. I love working out, so man, I get to come work out every day in this great facility. And I know our players feel the same way. And so it's been a lot of fun. I just think the kids now are feeling a little different, a little more pride in themselves when they come to this type of facility. No, this facility is not going to cover anybody man-to-man. This facility is not going to score touchdowns. But if we use it right and our players take advantage of it, man, it's going to really help our players do each one of those things. When you walk around this building, you're going to see a lot of graphics. We put a lot of thought into honoring all the former players that had success here, whether it's all conference, whether it's all American, whether it's going to the National Football League. So you're going to see graphics everywhere honoring them and our current players, our team captains, our leadership committee, our seniors, our top academic players. We've got our top players everywhere. It's really encouraging, and it also is really like the icing on the cake of the entire building. I just think it's given our student athletes here at UL a great experience. So when they leave here, one day they'll want to give back to their program because they knew their university gave them a lot when they were here.
Sunbelt volleyball is heating up as 3 teams remain undefeated in conference play. Here are your volleyball student athletes of the week, brought to you by Under Armour. For the 4th time this season, Arkansas State's Carlisa May has been named Freshman of the Week. She continued her campaign with 19 kills and A-State's 2 wins over UT Arlington and Troy. South Alabama's Emma Anderson is your Setter of the Week, after she recorded 96 assists and averaged 12 digs per set. The sophomore also had 5 kills and 4 block assists to go along with 20 digs. For the first time this season, Georgia Southern's Alex Beecher has been named the Defensive Student Athlete of the Week. She tallied 6.44 digs per set in 2 matches for the Eagles and posted 27 digs against Florida Gulf Coast and a season-high 31 versus South Alabama. And Little Rock's Adina Selimovic has been named Offensive Student Athlete of the Week for the 2nd week in a row. She started off with 11 kills on 7 attempts against Troy while hitting a season-high 588 for the match, recording 2 aces. UT Arlington volleyball started off conference play hot with 2 wins at home, and Cassidy Wheeler, the junior setter, is leading the charge. UTA's Josh Sowers caught up with her in Arlington.
The Maverick volleyball team continues its hot start to the 2015 season. Much of this can be attributed to junior setter Cassidy Wheeler, who says the team is exceeding expectations.
I think we're working towards them all, and sometimes we may get off track a little, like errors back to back and just little hiccups, but other than that, I think we're doing a lot better than we thought we would be doing.
Wheeler moved into 9th place all-time in career assists for UTA earlier this year. Now in her 3rd year, she is seeing an increased role on the court in becoming a leader.
If you can't really tell, she has a big impact. She's kind of like on the court, she's a leader physically and part of the team because she's our setter. She holds us together on the court because she sets the ball, she has to get there, she has to give the ball back to us. It's a big part for her to play, and she does well at it.
Well, you know, we had high expectations. She's such a great athlete. You know, we were hoping that this would be the situation that we're in, that she could really take the ball and run with it, steer our offense confidently and capably, obviously, and score some points for herself. So I think I'm pleased most that she's able to actually contribute a little bit more than just a setting role, able to jump and score for us as well.
I've seen myself progress as a player now that I play all 6 rotations, because when I got here I only played 3. I mean, it's pretty difficult having to pick up on that because it's taxing and it's mentally tough, but I think I've adapted well to it, and I'm still adapting.
Head coach Diane Seymour points out that while Cassidy may not be the strongest vocal leader when on the court, she takes a different approach by leading by example and rarely making mistakes.
You know, I think you have those style of leaders, the ones that lead by example, and I think that is who she is.
Cassidy, she's more of the laid-back captain. She definitely has the right things to say, and she'll tell you if you need to fix something, but hers is a little more like, hey, I'm going to come stand next to you, like, I'm going to tell you this, instead of like yelling it across the court. So it also sticks in your mind, but it's just a different kind of tone.
Wheeler says her biggest influence as a Maverick has been Coach Seymour, who always pushes her to the next level.
She just taught me to be like a hard worker, not only in volleyball, but as a person and in life and the future. Just, you can never take days off, and just always work hard and be humble.
Ready to see your favorite plays from around the Sun Belt? Then look no further. Here are this week's top plays presented by Blue Rhino. First, we'll take a trip to the men's soccer field where Howard University's Xavier Rajpal kicks a spectacular FIFA 16-like goal from way back, tying up the game. Now over to the women's soccer field, junior midfielder Cassandra Reyes finds the left corner, putting the Ragin' Cajuns in the lead. And your volleyball offensive student athlete of the week found her way to this week's top plays as she hammered in the final point, securing Little Rock's victory over UT Arlington. And finally, over to the gridiron, where we've got App State double dipping with back-to-back top plays.
With the ball, he could take it all the way back. He's across midfield, inside the 30, to the 20, to the 10, above the numbers, 5, touchdown, black and gold. 3rd down and 8, first play of the second quarter, long pass across the middle, caught by Bobo Beathard inside the 30, turns it off the outside corner, 20, down the far sideline, 10, 5, touchdown, black and gold.
And what would top plays be without Georgia Southern's Matt Breida? He found his way into the top plays twice this week with 2 big runs against Idaho.
He's at the 50, no one's going to catch him. For Matt Breida, that is the 10th run of his career for a touchdown over 50.
Sunbelt Conference football will be heating up all day long. Here's your weekly football schedule, brought to you by Golden Flake. To find out where you can watch, visit our Game Day Central page at sunbeltsports.org. And while you're out there tailgating this weekend, don't forget to snap a few photos and post them using the hashtag #RiseUpForGameDay. You could win an awesome Game Day prize pack from Sunbelt and Community Coffee. Well, that just about does it for us here at Sunbelt Conference Weekly. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and send us those top plays and game day photos. I'm your host, Katie Morse. Thanks for watching.